Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel with me Dwi Devia Khairatunisa. And today we will learn about the simple present tense, and here I will explain you about the function, structure and the example of simple present tense. But before we continue our videos, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my videos. And let's go to our material.
Simple present tense. Okay, we next the material. Okay, for the first, I will explain you about the function of simple present tense. For the first function is regular habits or daily routine. Use the simple present to express the idea that an action is repeated or usual. The action can be a habit, a hobby, a daily event, or something that often happens. For the example, I play soccer. I play soccer explain about the hobby. Okay, next. The school opens every morning at 7 a.m. Here explain about the daily event. And then he always forgets her bag. This is explain about the habit. And then the next every 12 months the earth circles the sun. Here explain about something that often happens. Okay, next. The second is facts or generalization. The simple present can also indicate the speaker believes that a fact was true before, is true now, and will be true in the future. It is not important if the speaker is correct about the fact. It is also used to make generalization about people or things. Okay, for the example here, cats like milk. And then Caracas is the capital of Venezuela. And the last example is windows are not made of wood. Okay, for the next is scheduled event in the near future. Speakers occasionally use simple present to talk about scheduled event in the near future. This is most commonly done when talking about public transportation, but it can be used with other scheduled events as well. For the example, the bus leaves tonight at 6 p.m. And then when we do board the plane, and the last is the party starts at 8 o'clock. All of the example here, example about the scheduled event in the near future. Okay, next. The simple present is used with adverbs like always. For the example, I always come to school by car. And then often, I don't come here very often. And usually, he usually eats breakfast at 7 a.m. And then sometimes I go to party. And then rarely, she rarely cooks. And never, he is never late for class. And the last is every day. For the example, they sleep early every day. Okay, next. Grammar rules. For the first, to form the simple present, we add s to the infinitive of the verb in the third person singular, such as he, she, it. For the example, I live become lives when we use he or she or it. And then I sing become sings when we use the she or he or it. Okay, next. For the second, but when the verb ends in o, ss, sh, ch, x, we have to add the es. For the example, go become goes, kiss become kisses, watch become watches, and was become washes, and fix become fixes. Okay, next. A consonant followed by y. The y changes into ie and we add s. For example, study become studies. And a vowel followed by y, we just add s. For example, play become plays. Okay, next. To form the negative and the interrogative, we need the auxiliary verb to do in the present simple. This means we have to add es, the third person singular, he, she, it, while the main verb will be used in the infinitive. Okay, the subjects I, you, they use auxiliary do, such as do you like and you don't like. And she, he, it use auxiliary does, such as does she like and he doesn't like. Okay, next. Here I will explain you about the grammar structure of simple present tense. For the first, that is affirmative or positive. For the structure, subject plus verb add s or es to the third person singular, such as she or he or it, and plus complement. And the negative, the structure, that is subject plus auxiliary do or does, and plus not plus verb and plus complement. And the last is interrogative, the structure, that is auxiliary do or does plus subject plus verbs plus complement and plus questions mark. And next. Okay, here the example of affirmative, negative, and interrogative. For affirmative, here there is I live. I for the subject, live for the verb, and then she lives. She becomes subject and lives become a verb at s. And for the negative, here I don't live. I for the subject, don't, that is auxiliary do plus not, and live here become a complement. And she doesn't live. She become subject, doesn't, that is auxiliary does plus not, and plus life become a complement. And for the next is interrogative. Here there is do I live. Okay, for the do become auxiliary do or do, and I become subject, and life become complement and plus question mark. And then here does he lives. Here there is auxiliary does plus subject he here, and plus life become a complement and question marks. Next, simple present WH question with the auxiliaries do and does. For the structure, that is WH question plus auxiliary do or does plus complement. For the example here, what do you do on Saturday morning? And the answer, I have breakfast in a restaurant. And then, what does she do on Wednesday? And then the answer, she does exercise. And then, when do you go to school? And the answer, we go to school on weekdays. And the last, when does she play? And the answer, she plays soccer on Wednesday. Okay, next. Okay guys, that's all about my explanation about simple present tense. I hope my videos give you more information about grammar. And thanks for watching, and see you the next video.